Hi everyone and welcome to this video where I'm going to be opening up another issue of the Scrye magazine for you. Today it is issue 7.6 from November 2000. So it's got on the front what will be the next Pokemon, because obviously Pokemon took off and was very successful and they're just guessing what might be the next Pokemon, and then these really became the next Pokemon because Pokemon is Pokemon and it stayed around forever and it's still around today. So let's look inside. So on the first page we get a Dragon Ball Z collectible card game advert, along with a, what's that? MLB Showdown. Is that baseball? That's another advert. Then we get the contents, along with a Wizard in Training, Upper Deck. I haven't heard of that card game. Then we have the introduction and an advert for Raw Deal. I think that's the Rock there. Then we have an advert for the Scooby-Doo card game, which I did collect a little bit of. I found that when I was in America for the first time, when I was in Las Vegas. I found these starter decks, so I bought some of those. Other than that, this must be some of the news that's coming out. So Looney Tunes card game, and that didn't really take off at all, that I know of anyway. Harry Potter trading card games, this was before it was released, spring 2001. So what's this, November 2000, so this must have been in the early development stage probably. Wizard in Training. Again, that's probably trying to cash in on Harry Potter because it was quite big at the time. We get an advert for Racing Challenge trading card game. Then we get some others. So these are all ones that are coming out in the future. So Sailor Moon, Digimon, some wrestling ones. Get Jedi Knights. This was the one with CGI images for Star Wars, Decipher made. We don't, pro at Star Wars. Con, do gamers really want a third concurrent Star Wars CCG? No, they didn't. That's why it didn't sell. Terminator CCG. The X-Men CCG, Lord of the Rings CCG, that probably hasn't come out yet. No, it hasn't come out. Pro, pent up demand from fans. Con is there's no game yet. Crazy. Star Wars CCG, still saying Shadows of the Empire is coming out. It's not. And Young Jedi, Duel of the Fates, that's when Young Jedi was sort of dying off a little bit. And then you get Magic, Star Trek, Pokemon. More Magic. Magic decks. Then we get an advert, what's that for? I think that's Magic again. There's always, every issue there seems to be a new Magic set. Q&A for Magic. Band list for Magic. And Dragon Ball Z card game. There's a deck, a couple of decks there. An advert, they're really pushing that. The 11 Commandments of the MLB Showdown 2000, so that's the baseball card game. Again, we didn't really get that in the UK. There's a Death Star 2 themed Star Wars deck here. Mastering the Arts of Battle in Star Wars. And a Young Jedi Qui-Gon Take Me Away deck. Then we get a deck clinic for Star Wars. And Magic advert. Legend of the Five Rings. That's still Legend of the Five Rings. Thundering Ahead with Sailor Moon CCG. So this must have been out because they're doing deck lists for Sailor Moon. There's a Digimon deck as well there. Then we get a 7th C deck. So they do a wide range of decks throughout the magazine. There's a Star Trek deck to do with Trouble with Tribbles. So Trouble with Tribbles has just come out, so they're just going through that, and looks like they've made a deck there. Some wrestling stuff. What adverts? Aliens, Predator scenarios. Terminator card list, Imagination card list. Lots of adverts. And then we get on to Pokemon. As you know, with the later issues, it's quite heavy on Pokemon, as it just took off. So there's loads of like players' guides and price lists for that. Then we get the price lists for Magic. We'll just see what else is in here. Pokemon, so there's a big Pokemon section now. There's a Dragon Ball Z section. We get a Star Wars section. They're still printing all the cards from the early, well, from the beginning of Star Wars. Then we get Star Trek. This starts at the beginning again of the releases, and it's printed out all the card lists. Then we get Young Jedi. And Babylon 5, and then just a few of the random other ones. Even Sailor Moon gets a mention down here. Then we get tournaments, news, stores, and then we get to the end. So this is just a roundup to say what's the next biggest card game going to be. And then we get an advert on the back for Digimon. Just for the expansion, I don't know. It says Series 2 there. Yeah, there's a Digimon advert. And then on the back we get one for Jedi Knights, the trading card games, the CGI thing that didn't take off. So yeah, that's the issue of 7.6 from November year 2000. So I hope you enjoyed going through that with me, and I'll see you all soon, guys. Bye.